So moving into that awareness, these points of contact, we cannot see God. John says in his gospel, no man has seen God at any time, the only begotten of the Father. He has declared him to us. So God, the source, God the Father, has never been seen and never will be seen. We cannot see God, but we can see fire. And we can taste bread. And we can hear words. And we can smell incense. And we can touch one another's bodies. They are not ours alone. Ours as Christians, the sacraments, but they belong naturally to all humans, everywhere. The heart of the sacraments is life itself. Think of reconciliation, the sacrament of reconciliation. Think of being the one who's carried this heavy, heavy, heavy load of guilt and shame and condemnation, and you finally are graced enough to go to the person that you've offended so horribly, and in your humility, you confess yourself to them, and they extend to you forgiveness and acceptance. Is that not an experience of life? Of the life that you long for, of the life that actually is God being made real in human flesh and blood in time and space. God's love has been offered to us and received by us in Christ. This is the incarnation. That is the Christ event. This love will never be taken away. It's been given irrevocably. Now listen, the church is a sign of that giving of God's self to us. The church is a sign of that giving of God's self to us. It is a community founded on this giving of love, this power, this life, this grace. Imperfect though the church is sometimes, tyrannical as its rulers sometimes are, less forgiving than Christ would be, less inclusive than the Gospels, less unconditional than God. Still, mysteriously, the church goes on as that sign. We go on because as a group, we overcome the shortcomings of our individual members. Did you get that? As a group, we overcome the shortcomings of ourselves as individual members. As a group, we are always filled with the Spirit, even when individuals are not.